Morning, peeps. So let's drive in a little bit on this switching your homeowner's insurance policies. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm not saying that an insurance company, if you move to them, won't give any issues or want any inspections or anything. But what I want to tell you is that if you switch, even from us or from any other insurance agency, do yourself a favor, and if your insurance agent cares, let him or her review your policy. I say that because I am a part of a Facebook group that's like tens of thousands of independent agencies across the United States. And what they're finding is that the switches are being made and people are saving money, and that's all fine and dandy. But I just read a story that an individual had to go to a flat percentage deductible. So what does that mean? So I talked about it a little bit in my first video, but if you were with, let's say you were with us and you had a $1,000 or $1,500 deductible, if a tornado or hail or some type of peril, which is a loss, came through, to get those repairs, you would have to pay the first $1,000 or $1,500. The story that I just read is that a person didn't realize that they had a flat deductible, a percentage deductible, sorry, which meant they were 1%, which looks little, right? As a consumer, you look on your deck page or your policy and say, 1%, oh, that's nothing. But then the hailstorm comes through and your house is insured for $400,000, and 1% of that is what? $4,000. So be really sure when making that switch, or let your insurance agent review it. We're asking to review all quotes and policies when people switch, just for that reason. He also found out that they were underinsuring the property underinsuring it at about $60,000. All right, so this was a $250,000 house, and this particular company, when they made the switch, gave them a flat deductible. So they went from like a $1,500 deductible to a $4,000 deductible. Just seeing the percentage, didn't realize it, and their coverage went from $250,000 to $186,000. Now, a lot of people look at that coverage A, that $186,000, like, well, that'll cover my note at the bank. Great. But that's not really replacement cost. What that is you get to pay off the bank, and then you get to stand on an empty lot and take out another loan and figure out how to redo and restart your life. It'd definitely be better if you had that $250,000 or $300,000 in replacement cost coverage, was able to pay the bank off and sit there with $100,000 to $120,000 to start over. So, two things. 3, let your current agent review your policy if you switch. Watch your deductibles. If you have $1,000 or $1,500 deductible, in my opinion, those will probably go away at some point, just in my opinion. Or as kids like to say, IMO. But if you have them and you like them, you better do everything you can to keep them. Because everybody will end up going to, I think, a percentage deductible, which is typically 1%. So check your deductible, check your coverage A. If you don't want to do that and your agent wants to earn his money, which is what we want to do, let your current insurance agency or agent review if you're switching. We are going to ask that from now on. It has nothing to do with losing. All it has to do is that we're your advisor, and we want to make sure that you're making the best move. And if you choose to have a higher deductible and lower coverages, we will tell you, ask you to sign off on that, and then you can move. No harm, no foul. Or if you choose to not let us review it, we're going to ask you to sign off that you didn't let us review it. That way, we know that we've done everything we possibly can. So, again, another 5-minute video here. I apologize, but I want to get this knowledge out to you guys as often and as much as possible. So I appreciate you taking 5 minutes out of your day. Thanks. Love you guys. We will get this taken care of. This will get better. Hang in there.